Hello, this is the Grief Time channel. Today we're going to tell you which celebrities have passed away. Videos are published every day, subscribe and press the bell.
Canadian astrophysicist and popularizer of science, Reeves was born in Montreal on July 13, 1932, and as a child lived in Leary. Reeves attended College Jean de Brébeuf, a prestigious French language college in Montreal. He obtained a BSc degree in physics from the Université de Montreal in 1953, an MSc degree from McGill University in 1956 with a thesis entitled Formation of Positronium and Hydrogen and Helium, and a PhD degree at Cornell University in 1960. From 1960 to 1964, he taught physics at the Université de Montreal and worked as an advisor to NASA. He had been a director of research at the French National Center for Scientific Research record since 1965. American poet and essayist. She won the 2020 Nobel Prize in Literature, whose judges praised her unmistakable poetic voice that with austere beauty makes individual existence universal. Her other awards include the Pulitzer Prize, National Humanities Medal, National Book Award, National Book Critics Circle Award, and Bollingen Prize. From 2003 to 2004, she was Poet Laureate of the United States. Gluck was born in New York City and raised on Long Island. She began to suffer from anorexia nervosa while in high school and later overcame the illness. She attended Sarah Lawrence College and Columbia University, but did not obtain a degree. In addition to being an author, she taught poetry at several academic institutions. Norwegian journalist Per Egil Hegge was born in Trondheim as a son of two teachers from Skatval. The family moved to Inderøy in 1941. Hegge served his military service at the elite Russian language program of the Norwegian Armed Forces. He started his career in the Norwegian news agency and was hired in Aftenposten in 1962 and remained there for the rest of his career. He was the newspaper's London correspondent from 1963 to 1965, and then worked in Norway before becoming Moscow correspondent from 1969 to 1971. He was then expelled from the country. One of the reasons for this being that he was the first journalist to interview Alexander Solzhenitsyn after he won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1970. Mozambican human rights activist and president of the Mozambique Human Rights League, Maria Alice Mabota was born in 1949 in the Missão José Mission, current Hospital José Macamo in Lourenço Marques. Typically, families with so-called indigenous status, as was the family of Mabota, did not register children immediately at birth. For this reason, her age was estimated in comparison of physiognomy with other children. Mabota occasionally lived with her father in Mashava 15. The first elementary school attended by Mabota at the Missão de São Roque mission station in Matutuin, about 100 kilometers from the capital. However, as usual for Mozambicans with indigenous status, they were only able to complete elementary school there. Colombian serial killer, sex offender, pedophile, and necrophile. In October 1999, he confessed to committing the rape, torture, mutilation, and murder of 147 minors, predominantly young men and boys in Western Colombia, beginning a series of torture rapes on minors aged 6 to 16 in the autumn of 1980. Garavito was estimated to have raped and tortured a minimum of 200 minors before committing the rape, torture, mutilation, and murder of an additional 189 minors in Colombia from 4 October 1992 to 21 April 1999, and a further 4 murders in Ecuador during the summer of 1998. American actress with a career spanning over 50 years. She was best known for her portrayal of reporter Lois Lane in the 1951 film Superman and the Mole Men, and the first season of the television series Adventures of Superman. Gypsy Ann Evart Stell was born on January 15, 1927 in Wichita Falls, Texas. Coates is the daughter of William Robert Rush Stell and Lorraine Lucy Jack Teal. After graduating from Odessa High School, she moved to Los Angeles with her mother. Coates attended Gypsy Stell Los Angeles City College, originally billed under her birth name as Gypsy Stell. Coates was discovered in a Hollywood and Vine restaurant by vaudeville comedian Ken Murray. American serial killer and necrophile. Clark and his accomplice, Carol Mary Bundy, were collectively known as the Sunset Strip Killers and were responsible for the deaths of at least 7 individuals, although they are considered suspects in the deaths of several other women and young girls. Clark was charged with 6 murders in Los Angeles, California, and was convicted in 1983. Clark's victims were typically young prostitutes or teenage runaways, and his victims were decapitated and their severed heads kept as mementos. He would also perform sex acts on their corpses. Swedish journalist, politician, and diplomat who served as Director General of the Swedish Institute from 2005 to 2010. Owe Weisberg was born in Stockholm, the son of Eric Weisberg and his wife Greta Nyhirsch, and is the younger brother of Per Weisberg. He received a candidate of philosophy and political science and economic history from Stockholm University in 1972. He was married to Inger Klessen Weisberg, with whom he had 2 children. Weisberg started his political career in the Liberal Youth of Sweden, where he served as Secretary General from 1966 to 1969. He worked as an editorial writer in Expressen from 1969 to 1971. American actress and theater director. Finney was born in Merced, California in 1949 and grew up primarily in Sacramento, California. She graduated from Sacramento State College with a degree in theater in 1971, where she met and befriended Wilma Rudolph. She graduated from the University of California, Los Angeles in 1973 with a master's degree in theater arts, and thereafter began an acting career. She portrayed Wilma Rudolph in the 1977 television film Wilma. Finney continued to act into the 1990s. She attended the American Film Institute's directing workshop for women. As a director, Finney worked with the Fountain Theater for many years, where she directed 8 productions. American actress known for her role as Angelique on the ABC TV serial Dark Shadows, which aired from 1966 to 1971. Parker was born in Knoxville, Tennessee on October 27, 1938, and grew up in Memphis, descendant of a prominent Southern family. She was a great-great-granddaughter of Lucius Quintus Cincinnatus Lamar, EI, and a 3rd great-granddaughter of Augustus Baldwin Longstreet, an uncle of Confederate General James Longstreet. She began a philosophy BA at Vassar College before receiving her Bachelor of Arts degree from Rhodes College, known as Southwestern, and a Master of Arts degree in Speech and Drama from the University of Iowa.